Bar Stool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker, Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports. I'm Mark Titus. He is Brandon Walker. Today is Monday, January 22nd. We are live from Chicago. And what do you want to talk about, Brandon?
Football, Mark, but I'd like to put a timer up there, 37 minutes until we talk about Caitlin Clark brutally attacking an innocent Ohio State fan. Football. Football. I watched two things the entirety of the weekend. I watched 4 NFL football games, and I watched in great detail every single angle, Zapruder style, of Caitlin Clark brutally assaulting an Ohio State very innocent fan.
Let's talk about the football.
Let's talk about football.
I imagine once we start the Caitlin Clark discussion, we might be stuck on it for a while.
Okay, all right.
So let's try to let's begrudgingly talk about the NFL playoffs.
Brutal.
As badly as I want to talk about women's basketball.
Brutal is selling it short. It was. I showed my kid. My kid stayed home from school today. They could not face humanity after that. Lions or Bills? No, let's start with the Bills.
Yeah,
they stepped on the rake again. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
There were multiple games this weekend. You know, Lions handled their business. The Ravens handled their business. But as far as the Niners and the Chiefs go, I feel like the Bills and the Packers both kind of just shit down their leg.
Yeah, with the Bills, Bills fans will disagree. But the part of me that wants to see the Bills get over the hump. Yeah. I feel like after yesterday, I'm just at peace with it. That like the Bills will never be good, and they'll just never do it. This one, again, I'm not a Bills fan, but like this, I always cheer for the Bills in the playoffs because they'd be a fun story if they won a Super Bowl. And I think this one like wasn't even a heartbreak. This was just like a yep. This is there it is. That is the Buffalo Bills. And I if Bass makes the field goal, they're still losing the game. If Josh Allen connects on the touchdown pass that he missed,
they lost that game the second they sent the kicker out. Because
they were just losing the game.
It was a minute 47 left. They were going to tie the game against Patrick Mahomes. You lost.
Yeah,
that's over.
I also feel that way about Josh Allen. By the way, that like we said on Friday we're going to come in on Monday. Who are we going to rip apart for losing? Josh Allen and the Bills were kind of high on the list because we thought if not now, then when for the Bills? You have the Chiefs at home. The opportunity is right there for you. And I kind of felt the same thing where I was like, Josh Allen kind of did fuck up his legacy's not his if there was ever a path for Josh Allen to be considered a legendary type quarterback, it does feel like that's going to be slightly out of reach.
He needs to
forever
get to going. He needs
he needs to like win games like this. But also I was watching yesterday, I was like, it's okay. I think this is who the Bills are. I think this is who Josh Allen is. He's not bad. He's not a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
He's very, very, very fucking good. He's just like, so for me, it was less about like the Bills fucked up again, or it was more like the Chiefs are just inevitable and Patrick Mahomes is inevitable. And even if they kick the field goal, even if they score the touchdown, the Chiefs were going to win the game because they're the fucking Chiefs.
To me, Josh Allen is a prime example of exactly how hard being a top-level NFL quarterback is. If you look at everything that happened, he played a pretty phenomenal football game. He had 3 drops from wide receivers. He threw a 65-yard pass that Stephon Diggs just whiffed on. He threw a couple others. But ultimately, those things happen within the course of the game. They got the ball back. They had a chance to take the lead. He drives them straight down. But when it came time to make that play and win that game, it's the 2 plays he didn't make that defines him more than all the plays that he did make. Is that fair? No, but that's the cost of being an NFL franchise quarterback who gets paid hundreds of millions of dollars. Those last 2, that last drive was bizarre. They started taking the air out of the ball. They started taking the clock down. They took it under the 2-minute warning, but then I just assumed they were going to go score. Everything looked so easy.
Yeah.
They moved down the field. They get to the 30-yard line. All of a sudden, he's got Diggs going on a crosser, but he says, no, I'm going to throw a wounded duck to the end zone. And Tony Romo bailed him out, said, oh, my God, he got hit by Chris Jones. No, he didn't.
He didn't really.
He didn't.
He was kind of in his face a little bit. If you're an NFL,
he got grazed by the tackle.
Yeah,
but that's not Mahomes. Didn't happen to Mahomes.
If this was high school football, I could see how that would affect your throw.
And then third down, he scrambles. He takes it all the time, and he gets himself in a position where he can't throw, and he throws all the way down the field. And all of a sudden, they ask a kicker and win to kick a 40-whatever-yard field goal, and the game's over. But like the margin is razor thin. Mahomes would have made those plays.
Right. That's
Josh
basically
Allen
what it
didn't.
is.
And you're right. That's fine. He happens to live in an era where he plays a quarterback every year who's going to make those plays.
Yeah. Like Josh Allen's like an A- quarterback.
And Patrick Mahomes is an A+.
Yeah, that's really all it is. And yeah, it was that was my reaction too. Is like the game was over and I was like, I don't really want my pound of flesh from Josh Allen and the Bills like I thought I would if they fucked this game up. It was like a calm, peaceful feeling of like even the Bass missed kick. I was like, this feels like a scenario where that guy should be cut from the team tomorrow. And
by the way, how missed was that kick?
It was badly missed.
that was a missed ass kick.
He should be drawn and quartered in the Buffalo talent. But I also was just like, I don't think so. I think like of course if it was me, I would have made the kick. So yeah, like I do think he fucked it up, but yeah, it was. I think Buffalo, for me, I just feel like you should just resign yourself to the fact that this is who you are as a franchise, which isn't a loser. You're not a loser.
Yeah.
It's just you're the Intercontinental Champion. You're good enough to be like the mid-tier.
So it's a good belt.
You're really good. You're gonna have a fun season. Next year will be a fun Bill season. You just can't get over the hump. There's no real rivalry there.
I really thought McDermott went too far in the post-game press conference when they asked him about it, and he said this is the worst thing that's happened since Bin Laden was killed. I was like, dude, relax, man. Also, choosing the middle of the fourth quarter of the most important game of the year as the time to secure comeback player of the year for Damar Hamlin was quite the quite the choice. Like, are they sitting over there? All right. We have 52 players. that are definitely healthy and can do everything they've always done, but they'll never see this coming. And Damar Hamlin, and then the Chiefs, well, they didn't almost bail him out, but they fumble in the end zone, and then like things were working out for Buffalo. Every time they tried to shit down their leg, the Chiefs would return the shit.
Yeah, right.
And until the shitting could shit no more, the shit was out. But you know what? You're right about one thing. It's so easy to take your pound of flesh. It's so easy to just concentrate on who lost. What about who won? What about the fucking like Travis Kelce had been left for dead.
Yep.
The Taylor Swift ruined him. He can't do this anymore. 2 touchdowns yesterday. He's throwing up hearts. Jason Kelce is shirtless and he's attacking people in the crowd. Patrick Mahomes is the right word for him.
Yeah, the Chiefs receivers who have been dog shit all year weren't dog shit yesterday.
No. They're just making beautiful catches down the sidelines.
Yeah, and then that's what like
Pacheco's the hardest running guy in the world.
Oh my God. That was kind of my takeaway from the game. Is like I every instinct I have says we should be killing Buffalo, but and we should. Like if you're trying to hold Buffalo to the standard of if you're trying to hold Josh Allen to the Patrick Mahomes standard, if you're trying to hold the Bills to the a Super Bowl standard, obviously this isn't good enough. But I think that like I've seen enough from the Bills to be like that shouldn't be the framework by which we judge it. I think Josh Allen's Phillip Rivers. He's just like he's very good. If you say he's a bad quarterback, you're a bozo. Yeah. But like just like when you'd watch Phillip Rivers in the playoffs, and you'd be like, "What the?" You got to a point where you stop being like, "What the fuck's going on here? Why can't Phillip Rivers?" You're just like, "This is the Chargers, and this is the Phillip Rivers era Chargers. They're good enough to compete. They're never going to win. That's okay sometimes."
I think he's Mahomes without the automatic make the play button, right?
Yeah.
Like in the last drive or in the first 3 quarters, it's 3rd and 8. You know Josh Allen's going to run for 9.
Yeah.
But then in the last drive, when it's time and it's 2nd and 8 and it's 3rd and 9, he does nothing. He does absolutely nothing. And that's the automatic Patrick Mahomes make the play button. Like Patrick Mahomes is making
the
that
throw,
play 100%
the throw to
of the
the
time.
end zone, Patrick Mahomes is complete.
That was a bizarre play.
Yeah.
Like Romo again bailed him out, but he didn't really get hit. He threw it a fluttering duck, and then he had Diggs just running right across his face. Why is he trying to score on that play as opposed to because listen, scoring against Patrick Mahomes with a minute and a half left is kind of stupid. It's not stupid.
I hear what you're saying.
But you shouldn't.
I think scoring is better than not scoring. I think scoring a touchdown. If you have the football,
hindsight being 20/20, we see that if not scoring,
if your choices are score a touchdown and give the ball back to Patrick Mahomes, or
not score,
miss the field goal and let Patrick Mahomes kneel the game out, I would have.
That's also giving the ball back to Patrick Mahomes. He just doesn't have to do it.
I would have probably scored the touchdown. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at peace with who the Bills are. Like it's fine. That's my ultimate reaction. Is just it's fine. It's fine.
There's a little bit of I got a little bit of.
They are who we thought they were.
I think I don't know if it's Twitter or this company. I think we put their fan base on a pedestal that I'm not sure that fan base deserves. Like we get all over Philly's ass for Bullard and everything, and the Bills fans are just chunking snowballs at receivers in the end zone.
Yeah.
They're just assholes. They're just are they fun in the parking lot going through tables? Yeah, but I'm sorry, that's just not that. That's not.
It's because it's Buffalo. Me. That's why. I mean, Buffalo is an underdog. That's why. Like Philly's a major city in this country, and Buffalo is not. I think that's really what it boils down to.
And it's up in the Arctic.
Yeah, I think it's charming when Buffalo's doing it. I think it's the idea that like Buffalo is punching up and Philly is
not punching anywhere.
They're just like
they're just punching each other because the players hate their quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
Connor, morning.
Good morning. How's everybody doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Why are you wearing an Eagle shirt? Season's over.
I'm wearing a Jason Kelce shirt because I'm glad one team can bring him happiness in the
Jason
postseason.
Kelce didn't even wear a shirt yesterday.
That's true.
Ebo's back.
That was a lot, wasn't it?
Hey guys.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
So
it's a lot.
Everybody talks about Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift generally, she's just in that. She's in the club. She's in the suite. She never comes out of the suite. She's just She reacts. She's yay. She does all that.
She's kind of
Jason Kelce's shirtless. He's running around. And he's picking up kids and all kind of shit.
Leaping into the stands from the press box.
Did you see Dave's tweet about it?
No.
If this was a player from one of your teams and he just got eliminated from the playoffs and then he's at another team's game, even if it's family, and he's celebrating and wearing their merch, would that bother you as a fan of the team that he's on?
No, because he's not a player of any team. He's retired. So he's
retiring, right? Didn't he walk back his retirement?
Yes. You know what I think he's doing?
What?
I think they're both going to retire together on their podcast.
And just become content creators?
That report came out yesterday, right? I forget who reported it, but somebody was saying that Travis Kelce most likely will retire at the end.
I think they're going to retire together. But would that bother you as a fan of the Eagles or whatever team this person was on?
No, I think that's what people think they should say. Oh, I'm a fan. That would really bother me. I don't give a fuck. Well, once we're eliminated from playoffs, go.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't his brother, I would care. But it's his brother.
If it wasn't his brother, that'd be funny.
You're just like, I mean, if he was just randomly at a Bills game with no connection to either team,
shows up and
he's partying, that would be weird for sure.
I don't know. I think he'd be beloved at that point if he just showed up shirtless to a random playoff game. Like, all right.
I know this is going to be shocking for Philly fans to hear, but I imagine Jason Kelce cares more about his brother than he does about the Philadelphia Eagles.
I would think so.
Yeah. I think like him supporting his brother. Now, the manner in which he chose to support his brother.
Yeah.
A little strange.
And he also probably hates his quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to your point about the whole Taylor Swift thing because I think last night is what really illuminated in my eyes that Taylor Swift has never been the problem this year. Like I used to
always the problem, dude.
No.
She's cutting to herself in the box, and it's like she's making it all about her. And she's like, "Did you see the way she walked into the stadium yesterday? Just like fucking walking.
Oh, I got feet. I'm walking.
Like putting one foot in front of the other.
I got shoes.
Waving at people and
being polite.
Shit like that. It's like we get it. You know, like make it about yourself a little.
See how she was in the suite. She was standing on the third row,
clapping when they scored touchdowns and shit. It's like, making it about herself. Whereas Jason Kelce, I felt like
agreed.
He was
man of the people,
just a man of the people, and he's a guy who gets it. He's a guy who he was not really making it about him. He was making it.
I saw this and I'm like, that's a shirtless grown man
who jumped out of a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if he does retire, he's an offensive lineman. He's what's the hot? I mean, 6 months before he's hot. He's going to be hot in 6 months.
Yeah,
right?
he'll
lose all that weight.
Well, he already was sexiest man
alive.
candidate.
Okay, well that's ridiculous. Come on.
I'll say about Jason Kelce what I'll say it about Taylor Swift. I'll say it about Donna Kelce. And we've said this on the show before. I think any family member at all in any sport that gets cut to more than like twice in a game, I'm over it immediately.
Is the worst.
I don't care how cool it is. I like Jason Kelce did not ask for the cameras to be on him, although
what's their alternative?
I don't think he was exactly shocked to learn that the cameras were on him. But yeah, that's I'm a fair across the board, all family members. I hate them all.
Good.
Like, yeah, I hate seeing all the family.
You know who's won through all this? I think Brittany Mahomes has won through all this.
Oh yeah,
as
big to Jackson Mahomes too. When was the last time you saw that guy? We all hated him, and I haven't seen him forever.
We had to pretend in the last 3 years that Brittany Mahomes was the worst thing that ever happened.
Yeah,
and now she's just I remember the days of Brittany Mahomes, how great it was.
What is Jackson up to? Does anybody know?
I think he beat his charges.
Yep.
He beat his charges, and now I think he's just laying low.
Let's see.
What were his charges? I don't even know.
There's some assault, some sexual.
Yeah, there's bad video.
Some bad stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know.
I have an announcement real quick.
He is posting.
20 minutes until we talk about the vicious and brutal assault by Caitlin Clark on an innocent Ohio State fan. 20 minutes. Lions.
Oh, here he is. This is the Bills game. All right. Well,
his seats are shitty. Is that the same suite everybody else is in?
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, no.
No, they were
That's
never in, right?
That's not the same suite at all.
I regret asking him what he's up to.
Hey, well, that's just what he's up to. Flexing.
He
Self-made.
It is funny. There's one family member that's going out there making hundreds of millions of dollars and being the biggest star in the world, and the other guy is TikToking as if he is the biggest star in the world.
Yeah.
The Lions are playing for the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
They beat the Bucks. That's I don't know. Is it still a feel good story? It'll still feel good until they lose, right?
Yeah, I think the Lions can lose to the Niners as long as they don't get like shut out or lose by 4 touchdowns. I think the Lions can lose, and it's going to be an awesome season, a feel good story.
This is what sucks about the Niners winning the other day. Lions Packers in Detroit would have been fucking.
That would have
been
awesome.
It would have been goddamn amazing. And the Packers just absolutely. Well, let's skip to that game because the Packers. I have no idea how the Packers lost that game.
I don't either.
The Niners played like their D+ game.
Yeah, and that's a game the Niners always lose. Like when they're behind, and what was the stat? They Shanahan's 0 for 30 when he was
down by more than
like
6.
Down, yeah. They're good when they're beating the shit out of you.
I mean, Brock Purdy.
When they're not as good.
Brock Purdy was awful.
Yeah.
The last drive was fine, but he had 3 or 4 should have been pick sixes, and they drop all of those. They missed the field goal. And listen, you talk about inevitable, but when Anders Carlson, they're up 21-17 midway through the fourth quarter, and he misses that field goal, I mean, there's no doubt what's happening now. There's no doubt the Niners going right down the field and scoring.
But there is still with the Niners. There's still a little doubt.
I didn't have any. Once they
people hate Brock Purdy so much that because you just said it right there. Like Brock Purdy played like shit. He did have the drive. He did have the game-winning drive, and I find that a little interesting that he gets that treatment. But like all the other quarterbacks, every other quarterback in the league, if you play like shit but you have the game-winning drive, it's a testament to your how clutch you are, your mettle in these moments where you don't have your best stuff and you still dig deep and you still pull out the win and all that shit. With Brock Purdy, it was like he sucks. Yeah, sure, he won the game.
His bad was shockingly bad the other night, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
They left at least 2 pick sixes on the field. Just right in. I mean, hitting defenders in the numbers. Like he was god awful. And even the game-winning drive. I mean, it was one long throw and then some checkdowns. I mean, it was. I guess you're right. Like it is.
That was how Tom Brady won his first 3 Super Bowls.
And the last, you're right. You're right.
It's that exact. You watch him play, and you're like, this guy's not even that good, and then he keeps winning. You're like, but goddamn, he does keep.
Yeah.
But how?
There must be something here.
You watch Peyton, and he's telling everybody where to go and bombing it down the field and concussing all of his receivers, and Dallas Clark is sticking his fingers out like that, and he's dropping it right on top of his fingertips.
Tom Brady
60
just
yards
to the closest white guy.
Yeah, the white guy that's 4 yards downfield,
right.
But he did pick up the first down, and I guess that is the objective of the game, and he did kind of extend. And damn it, they did. Goddamn, they won again.
That's a funny way to quarterback. Drop back. Where's the nearest short white guy?
Where's the
There he is.
Yeah. That's by the way, the Otten on Tampa Bay, the
K-Dot.
the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
He had the Dallas Clark tape.
Yeah.
He had a big game against the Lions, but I got really excited seeing that on a big stage. Seeing a tight end having every single knuckle taped up with no gloves, making big catch after big catch.
Can we talk about mouthpieces?
Sure. Yeah.
I know it's been happening all year, but Brian Branch sticks his in his helmet. Now we have multiple guys that will wear one or will put one in and have one dangling. Why has mouthpiece culture been so prevalent this year? Why has the mouthpiece become what's a word for the mouthpiece
an
of
accessory?
Yeah.
Why is it a fashion accessory?
Why has it become the leading fashion accessory?
Yeah, if I was a ref, I'd throw a flag on every play.
Every single one of them.
If you don't have your mouthpiece in, you're a danger to yourself and others. I'm not quite sure how you're a danger to others, but they would say shit like that.
Mouthpieces are dangerous.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know why.
Deebo,
you're asking me.
Mouthpiece thoughts?
The young.
I feel like in college it's more prevalent with the double mouthpieces. I don't think you see it as much in the pros, but the one where they stick it in the back of the helmet is a bit odd. I
don't get that.
I'm just shocked that that's definitely something the NFL just hasn't gotten around to litigating, right? Because they're definitely going to say don't do that because they get mad when your socks are an inch too high.
They fine you.
Right, they get mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't you put a mouthpiece in your helmet?
That's not where your mouth is. Your mouth is here. I know there's some people born differently, but mouths are almost always in the same place. Correct?
Almost.
Okay.
Have you guys seen the Super Bowl logo color conspiracy theory that Zupi went viral for over the weekend?
I'm going to need you to explain this.
I have.
2 years ago, the Super Bowl logo looked like this. And the Super Bowl matchup was Bengals-Rams, the two main colors.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Last year, the Super Bowl logo looked like this. And the two main colors were Eagles and Chiefs. And that was the Super Bowl matchup.
Okay.
This year, this is the Super Bowl logo.
So that's red and purple.
And we have red teams and a purple team still in the field. Thoughts?
Well, tear the whole fucking thing down. It's.
We already reported this on this show, though, that the Niners and Ravens both will definitely win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
we did
and
our
I
tier
think
listing.
that's still true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think our tiers took a hit this weekend at all, right?
The Lions are the only interesting one. We said the Lions
what were they, maybe?
Could,
okay.
and we said the Packers probably or something like that. We had the Packers higher.
What were Chiefs? Chiefs were almost certainly probably, right?
Almost certainly probably.
Yeah, okay.
Almost certainly probably. That was the tier.
But the Niners and Ravens are definitely winning the Super Bowl.
They're definitely winning the Super Bowl, yeah.
If you're a Ravens fan, right, and you're watching that yesterday, you're definitely rooting for Josh Allen to make those plays, correct?
Yeah, you wanted to play.
You want him.
Yeah, you don't want.
You don't want any part of Mahomes.
Yeah.
Which I think the Ravens can beat the Chiefs. I think the Ravens can beat both of them, but if one of them's got Josh Allen, one of them's got Mahomes, I'd rather take my chances.
Oh yeah.
The Ravens are so
good. The Ravens are so good.
They're so fucking good.
They're so good. They even when they didn't. Yeah, like at halftime, the broadcast was trying. I mean, it was a tie score, so it wasn't like they were pulling it out of their ass. But there was a lot of chatter, we'll say, about how the Texans are gonna start believing. The Ravens.
Let them hang around.
What's gonna happen? And the Ravens just beat their ass.
Like a boa constrictor.
Yeah, it's like
just choking them.
Not even close to the second half. Yeah, the Ravens are looking really, really good.
Yeah, and the thing about the Niners is The Niners to me are like prime Duke, who just survived a 2-point win over a 9 seed that they probably should have lost.
Yeah.
And now they're going to beat everybody else. I feel like the Niners got their bad one out, and they're about to go win.
Yeah.
I really do think they're about to go win the Super Bowl.
I think the Niners, like we said, the Niners and Ravens are both going to win the Super Bowl.
Is Deebo out, or is he going to be okay?
Not sure. But I'm looking it up
Good
right
stuff.
now. I'm looking it up right now. But is Brandon Aiyuk one of the most underrated receivers in the league?
It's because of his name, right?
Has to be.
Yeah.
He only had 3 catches on Saturday.
No
but
good athletes can be named Brandon.
Do you just think people named Brandon are generally underappreciated for their hard work?
I would say possibly. I mean, because Brandon, if you look at that team, Brandon is the engine that makes that thing go. Brandon Aiyuk is the guy. He is the guy that works his ass off. He's there all the time in every single offense, and he gets no love. It's all about everybody else.
And when they say let's
And
go Brandon,
does he get mad? Does he complain? No. He just shows up every single week, and he puts in work, and he puts in work, and he puts in work, and his wife doesn't fuck him, and his kids hate him, and he drives too far to go to work, and there's ice all over his fucking lake now, and he can't even go fishing to get relaxed. But that's Brandon Aiyuk. He's still going to be there. He's still going to try hard. He's still going to go, and he's still going to
Who's the Mount Rushmore Brandon athletes?
I think we're in the heyday, right? Because Brandon Miller could be a good player for
right.
And Ayuk's got to be. It's
Brandon Marshall. Brandon
Marshall's probably there. Yeah. Terrell Brandon, does he count? Does the last name count?
No,
okay,
certainly not.
Who's
the most famous Brandon in the world? Brandon Flowers.
We're not a name that's had a whole bunch of success. Who's Brandon Flowers?
Killers.
Okay.
Mr. Brightside.
Brandon Prust. Okay. Brandon Lee, he's dead.
Who are these goofballs?
Brandon Sanderson, that's an awful. You shouldn't do Brandon if your name is
Brandon Sanderson.
Whedon.
Oh, Brandon Whedon, yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah, he's not. Brandon Inge, Brandon Vera, Brandon Jackson. I don't know most of these.
This
people.
list is terrible.
That's Superman, wasn't it? Brandon Routh? No, that's Henry Routh. Who's Brandon Routh?
Bad name. Brandon's a bad name.
It's not. I'm pretty much putting on for Brandons everywhere.
Brandon Knight.
Yeah, that might have been the day the name Brandon died.
It's April 13th, 1979.
Is that when? That's when the.
Oh, Brandon Roy. Brandon Jennings.
Oh, there we go. There's some good Brandons. Brandon Webb was a pretty good pitcher.
Where are you on
Brandon
this
Bass.
list?
Brandon Bass, Jacobs.
You're not even a
Brown.
top 25 Brandon.
Oh, I'm better than Mullally and
Brandon
Belt.
Brandon Belt, yeah. It's a good one.
Now they're just making them
Brandon
up.
Stokely.
Novak from Jackass.
Oh, yeah.
There I was. It
Pettigrew.
was Pet I grew. I was just talking about my dog.
Brandon Rutt. I officially have that thing where you see the name, you see the same word so often it stops
Brandon.
being.
Yeah, it's not
Crawford should be.
doesn't even sound like a word
It's
anymore.
not even a word anymore. Brandon. It's not even a word. It's just,
All right.
Another Brandon Marshall.
Debo's
Another
50-50 for
Brandon
next
Knight.
week, by the way.
Who is who?
Debo, 50-50 for next
Oh,
week.
I thought you said Ebo.
Oh, no, sorry, Debo.
We
Debo.
should flip a coin then to see if he's gonna play or not.
Yeah.
If Debo doesn't play, you can't play.
Okay, fine. I'll sit out if Debo sits out.
so he's going to play or he's not.
Says his status is, quote, murky.
50-50.
Oh, well, then he's playing.
The two options are play or don't play.
If you're 50-50, if you're Deebo Samuel, you're 50-50 on Monday. You're playing on Sunday, right?
Maybe.
Heads he plays, tails he doesn't play.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
Oh. playing.
He's playing.
He's playing.
he's playing. Okay.
Read it
That's
out.
first reported by us.
Active.
First reported.
Activated.
You might want to do 2 out of 3 just to lock it in, though.
Deal.
Okay. All right.
Terrible animation. Terrible.
That's not flipping it up. Okay, he's
Back.
playing.
He's
playing.
back.
He's playing.
Yeah, terrible heads and tails by the two. Like,
I want to say it makes a
I don't-
noise too.
Why has she got a? Huh? What'd you say?
I think it makes a noise too.
All right. Let's see.
You roll a dice instead.
We have the horses. That doesn't even look like a. Is that a decahedron?
yeah, roll a 20-sided dice. If it's a prime number, he's not playing.
Okay. All right.
He's not. Got it. Okay, ready?
Do you know all the? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's playing. All right.
Playing. All right. All right.
Confirmed. Multiple sources confirmed now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did
Our
all the
dice and our coin.
I think you can put that out. Multiple sources. We've got him playing. So now we go forward. We have the Chiefs and the Ravens. We have the Niners. We have The Lions.
What's the Super Bowl matchup you want to see?
It's disappointing to me because I hate Super Bowl rematches. And in the last decade, we've seen both the Niners and the Ravens and the Niners and the Chiefs. However, if you're telling me the best game, either AFC team is fine. You have the dominance of the Chiefs and Mahomes getting there again, or you have Lamar Jackson trying to break through.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Lions, Chiefs, Lions, Ravens would be amazing.
Power rank.
The Lions
Let's
are in.
power rank them.
Okay, power rank the rankings. Okay,
This is what you personally want to see. I'm not asking you.
Lions, Ravens.
I'm not asking you to be Roger Goodell and what would be best for business.
Yeah.
I'm not asking what would do the biggest TV ratings.
I want to see the Lions play
personally.
So Lions, Ravens is one. That's two new teams with two new quarterbacks with two new everything.
Okay, I'm doing mine right now.
Well, I thought you were doing mine.
Oh, you're doing.
Who's doing mine?
I'll do yours.
Okay.
You don't have, okay, I'll do yours. All right, Brandon's.
Lions, Ravens, and then Lions, Chiefs.
Lions, Ravens for Brandon at number 1.
Let me throw a wild card out there.
Lions, Chiefs.
What about Super Bowl Chiefs, Ravens? They just run the AFC back. Is that possible?
You have to ask the Couch Boys. I don't know.
Well, they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
He's playing Galaga.
Ooh, good soundtrack.
That's a good reference.
Really? Galaga? You're just making do noises.
Good song.
What have the song go real quick? You see skinny TJ from that wedding, by the way?
That was a good picture.
Yeah. Oh.
People were saying James Bond.
Well, that's a lot.
Somebody call me Taubert Jowney Hitchings or something.
What? That's a damn. That's a good one.
You definitely called yourself.
No.
Right.
My friend Chris Hancock. Shout out Chris.
Well, did you figure out what somebody said that you looked like you were giving Saltburn?
Yeah, I think that's a bad thing.
They said you were giving Saltburn energy.
Yeah, we should watch that movie as a show.
No.
Are we gonna watch the Royal Rumble as a show?
We keep asking you, and you keep not answering.
I can't make it.
Hold on. What?
The Royal Rumble is a Saturday.
I
can't make it.
Okay, why not?
I have a gala.
You have a. Okay, we're on this now. you have a gala.
Yes, it's a fundraiser.
Back home or here?
Here. I'm gonna be looking spiffy like TJ.
Why do you have a gala? What? Who'd you get hooked up with to give you a gala? Why do you have a gala?
It's a fundraiser.
What do you?
Yeah, we know.
You got that.
You can't just keep alternating calling it a gala and a fundraiser when we.
But it's a fancy fundraiser.
What is
gala?
Why do you have to be at this fundraising gala?
Because I paid to go because I'm supporting the cause.
What cause?
It's Thon for anybody who wants to donate.
Is that a nerd thing?
It's a Penn State thing.
It's a dance marathon for.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Okay,
Yeah.
So it's for the sick kids.
Yeah, kids with cancer.
Okay.
So I'm going to the gala.
Are you dressing up?
Yeah, I have to pick out an outfit.
What time is the gala?
I'll double check. But I mean, the Royal Rumble was probably it's at night.
What time is the gala?
I'll find it. Golly.
Because if the gala ends at like 9,
then I come straight here in the suit and everything.
The Royal Rumble match itself probably won't go until 10, so you can come. We're having a family gathering this Saturday to watch the Rumble.
I know.
Man.
You guys threw that into the group chat the other day, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta."
And it would be very Royal Rumble themed if you came in sprinting in with like your
Oh, it could be
bow
good.
tie unbuttoned.
All right. Well, I will.
Where's the gala?
No clue. It's somewhere in the city.
You understand the confusion we have right now because you are very sure you have the gala. You have no idea where it is.
I paid to go.
How much money did you pay to go? $100?
It's going to Thon. It's a donation to Thon, and then I get to get dressed up all fancy and have some appetizers.
We should have a gala.
Yeah.
We should do a mostly sports gala to raise money
this
for,
Saturday night.
Mostly sports prom.
To raise money.
That would be great.
To raise money for the Creed tickets that
He's not gonna.
Connor did not buy us.
Yeah, you're supposed to be buying us Creed tickets, and here
That's
you
true,
are
and
giving
you're
all
buying
your money to
tickets
fucking sick kids.
Guys,
dude.
Money is not the issue. It's the timing.
All right, here we go.
Right.
I'm kidding. It was more so just that we didn't have a strategy for the tickets, but they're coming.
But you were the strategizer. You were the. It was your idea.
They're coming.
Do you think we could get Creed to play the gala for Creed tickets?
We held a gala for Creed tickets.
We invite Creed to play.
It's like Nathan for you.
It's a vicious circle of greed. 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
8 minutes to go. I'm still working on. I'm looking at the Super Bowl matchups.
You're still working on matchups?
I want to see them all.
Yeah.
How do I see them all? I think
Royal Rumble football.
I think Royal
style.
Rumble
Yes.
football style. I really do. I really want. Like I want the Lions to make it, but I do. Most people, nobody really wants the Niners to win. It feels like. Who's the Chiefs? I think the Lions Chiefs is probably what I want most because it has the clearest good guy bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dynamic. Heel versus face.
I think Ravens Lions is good guy, right? Good-ish.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Ravens Lions would be good guy.
Niners and Chiefs is heel versus heel.
What? Yeah, are the Niners a heel?
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like what?
They did kind of get lucky to win the other night, like a heel would. Like they were like Ric Flair in the '80s.
But
where
they
got
don't.
beat.
Like I don't. I mean, I get the franchises won in the past, and they're one of the better franchises.
They've done nothing but lose
But
Super
like,
Bowls
yeah,
over
like
the last.
recently. I'm not saying you should root for them, but like I don't know why they would invoke hatred recently.
Because they do the thing in Madden where they just get all the good players, and like you as a Madden player, like doesn't my team just do that?
Yeah.
And then that makes Brock Purdy, who should be like this darling of America,
I'm
irrelevant to like greatness, this like person that people seem to want to hate on for some reason.
I'm admittedly skewed. One of my best friends is a Niners fan, and he's had a rough year, and I don't know. I just want to see him be happy. So I think that might be why I think.
Too much charity talk on this show, man.
I mean,
This is fucking football. We ain't
Dan-
got time for sick kids or your friends.
I mean, dude, Danny. We're thinking about you, man.
Shout out, Danny.
Fuck, dude.
Was there a joke here? Or?
No, I just get emotional. Did he lost his wife in a car accident. She was hit by a drunk driver, and he's had to just be a single dad for the last few months, and I don't know. It's been a rough go, and I'd like to see him be happy. So, he's got some help. His wife's brother has joined the family and helped raise the kids, and he's leaning on his best friend, Joey.
How many kids has he got?
He's got three girls. And the hardest part about it, man, I'm getting emotional. The hardest part is he works in media too, and every morning he gets up and has to get on camera and fight through the pain, and just deliver the best show he can for the city of San Francisco. And I just want to see him be happy, Brandon. So I think that's why I think the Niners
Well, now that
aren't the bad guys that everyone else.
I think you're. I mean, I'm rooting for your friend Danny.
Yeah.
Hopefully he makes it. Oh man.
Yeah. So all of you.
That was
all of you hating on the Niners. I would kindly ask that you cut it out. All right, you want to do the Kayla clock?
No, that was
Milkman.
that was very well done. That was very well done. Because there was 2 minutes there where I was.
You let that one.
Right.
I let it hang. For a second.
I thought we were gonna have a hard pivot. I was like,
Yeah.
this is getting really dark. What is
Now we're
going on?
coming back from this. Cars.com, I guess.
Cars.com is a leading digital marketplace that connects car shops.
There are people watching that don't know what the fuck's going
It took a long time for some people. They're like, oh.
Cars.com is a leading digital marketplace that connects car shoppers with their perfect car, celebrating 25 years of helping shoppers research, find inventory, finance, and
You got it, dude.
I just and sell cars wherever life takes you next and whoever you're looking to be. There's a car for that on Cars.com. Up to 50,000 cars are added daily to Cars.com. Shop over 2 million cars for 2 million possibilities. I drove here in my Jeep today, and it's been icy and everything. I don't know where I'd be without my Jeep. So I love my Jeep. You can find you a Jeep. You can get you whatever you want to be. You want to be a truck guy? Go to cars.com. You want to be a convertible guy? Go to cars.com. You want to be a Bronco guy? Go to cars.com.
Now let me ask you this: are you a Jeep guy or do you just drive a Jeep?
I just drive a Jeep.
Okay.
But cars.com.
Okay.
Find your next possibility on cars.com. Where to next?
What is the Jeep? The Jeep is like you guys get to do a little wave, right?
Yeah.
Was it like this wave?
I just throw twos like this, but everybody else does it like this.
Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, shit.
Motherfucker!
Itch.
Got you, bitch.
Stupid bitch.
Dude, that would be... If in the state of Texas there's a road rage incident where he threw the Jeep sign down.
Jeep's down.
Jeep's down. Jeep's down.
It's fun to sit here and talk sports and have fun with you guys, and what you just did was hilarious, and it's fun to laugh, but every now and then a sports story happens that's so shocking, and it's really not a laughing matter. And I don't know if you saw it yesterday.
I did. I saw it. Yeah.
The bottom line, Caitlin Clark must be stopped. Vicious, savage. Look at her head go.
Just spun around twice.
He was down for a long time.
So when it originally happened, for about 2
I hate everything about this. I just want before we do this, and I will do this. I fucking hate this. I hate that this is a story, but
for about 2 hours, it was open season on this fan and fans storming the court.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it finally happened. A star got hurt. This is the most important person in college basketball, and she got hurt thanks to this idiot going on to the crowd.
Because the people that hate court storming, what they want more than anything else,
somebody get hurt.
Somebody get hurt. They wake up every morning and they're like, God, I hope it happens today. I need it to happen today. I hope somebody gets paralyzed from a court storm so I'll be the happiest person on planet Earth if it happens. All these bozos that want to ban court storming, the second they see an incident, they can't help themselves, and they're like, boom, there it is. Thank God, finally. Now the knives are out. Let's attack.
It's like somebody who's staunchly on the right or the left that wants somebody on the right or left to mess up they can.
Yes.
They want something tragic to happen.
Literally every single fucking time there's an incident, it's not the incident that you think it is.
Yeah.
Every fucking time there's a guy gets so mad about this. This happened. Like Matt Painter just did it. They lose in Nebraska, and he's like, "Listen, I'm pro court storming. You guys know that. Yeah. I'm not one.
Nobody
of these guys.
likes court storming more than me.
I love it. We here in our sport, I think the fan excitement, I think the student sections, that's what set this sport apart. I don't want to do anything to take away from that. I think the court storming is great. And anyone who says I don't think a court storming is great, you're lying. Mm-hmm. That's not what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. We just have to make it safer.
Yeah.
Because it's just the most dangerous thing that we have in this sport, and we got to clean it up.
We're losing a lot of good men out there.
And then the follow-up is, so Matt, what happened to your guys? Well, nothing happened to my guys, but it could have.
Yeah.
And I think that's the take-home point, is that it could have. Is that we've seen 10 trillion court storms in the history of this sport. There have been like 3 at like the high school level.
Yeah.
Where there was like a problem.
100 years of court storming.
But that's not important, because what is important is that it could be a problem, Brandon. And the fact that it could be a problem is the most important thing, and we need to focus on that. Never mind that, like, every time we think that there actually is a problem, it's not a problem. It's just like Caitlin Clark running into the fan and then flopping and then pretending. Thank God she wasn't seriously hurt. Thank God. Can you? Oh
my goodness.
Because there is a scenario.
Could you imagine?
Oh,
could you imagine?
Can I imagine? That's all I did yesterday.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Oh, she spit. What if she spun and landed on the back of her head? She's concussed. She's out for the year.
It's over.
Oh,
you're talking about the greatest player in the history of the world. All right. So the initial from far away, full speed. It looks like, oh fuck, damn, that was that. Yeah. That shouldn't have happened. Now, I'd like to point out a couple things here before we even go into the alternate angles. First of all, the court's already stormed.
Yep.
There's already hundreds of people out there, and this one lady is just slowly walking or slowly kind of jogging out there to join the rest of them. And Caitlin Clark is on her Ronnie Lott shit.
Yep.
She's a strong safety, and she sees a tight end going across the middle of the field, and she just makes a beeline for her. Now that is fine. You can look at that. Now maybe she flopped. Did she flop? I think she could have flopped. And then we get the alternate angles.
Yeah.
And this woman who was called by Twitter the worst person that ever existed needs to be arrested, yada, yada, yada. She's trespassing. Caitlin Clark just flopped.
Caitlin Clark.
Absolutely flopped.
Yeah, but
look at this.
But again, Brandon.
Look at this. You're right. 2 spins.
I know, but but it could have been bad. It could have been. And the other thing I want to say is these colleges do need to do a better job of having security usher off. They need to do a better job of having security usher off the visiting team. And I think that's one of the issues with this incident is that when Caitlin Clark was running off, there wasn't a cop running right behind her telling her, slow down, don't run that way. We're going that, like there was, or was there?
Mark, I think she did just kind of go rogue and try to run off on her own.
Or was there a cop that was right there the whole fucking time telling her, like, there was. Yeah, there was a cop right there.
Right there.
Yep, that was like, Caitlin, you notice the rest of the team is calmly walking this way. That's because that was our protocol. And our protocol wasn't you YOLOing your way to the locker room and taking out a fan.
Also, watch it one more time from that angle, because when Caitlin goes down, 30 people go to her rescue. Yeah. And the fan, who got run into, by the way, just wanders off aimlessly by herself.
And everybody killed the fan for turning back and, like, not, I don't know, giving Caitlin Clark a warm blanket and a glass of water and being like, are you okay?
Also, there was an Ohio State player that runs in here, and a security guard just shoves the shit out of her. Above the collision.
Yeah.
Literally everything about this is fine except for Caitlin Clark running full speed into a crowd. I mean, this was a non-issue until she ran full. And I like Caitlin Clark.
Phenomenal
I love
player.
watching her. I don't think she's a bad person. I don't think she's.
Yeah, but she
I don't
flopped.
think she's a diva. I don't think she did this on purpose per se. Like, I don't think she. I don't have a problem with her character or anything else. But this incident was not an incident. It's a non-story that like the people that want to ban court storming got really fucking excited about, and now they all look like morons because this was a non-story.
Yeah, it is a non-story, and you're right. The reason it's a story now is because how big of a story it was when it first happened, and they wanted to act like we just saw the downfall of civilization.
Yeah,
because a couple of fans, 200 fans, are excited that Ohio State beat a good basketball team, and they're running out to court storming. 100 years, it is never going to be the riotous downfall of America that
everyone thinks. Yeah. And then there were incidents, and everyone's like, it's only a matter of time till like one of the fans punches look, Garrett Blunt like fucking clocked a guy.
Yeah.
Like more often than not, it's the players.
Yeah.
They get scared, and I get it's a dicey situation.
Baseball players used to go in the stands and beat the shit out of fans.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not even close to the issue that everyone pretends it is. But it is going to get banned. It is going. Like,
it is.
We're headed towards it getting banned. I mean, the SEC already does ban it.
Yeah.
They fine schools and whatever.
$250, I think, or $500,000 now.
It's just so stupid. It's just the dumbest thing. That's what makes college sports awesome.
We arrested a banana 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's
we
right.
Arrested a banana for coming onto the court.
Did you pay bail? Did you post bail for him?
I don't think they actually arrested him. I think they just took him off. And I did look for him in the next game, but I could, there were a lot of bananas at that point. So how am I supposed to know which one to pay for, right? So I'm not just gonna whatever. Yeah. Speaking of me avoiding paying for things I've always said I'd pay for, the rings are coming due. I have a meeting soon about the state championship rings.
Uh-oh.
I think it's going to be worse than I previously anticipated.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'll know something on that this week.
They've been following the I know the Nuggets had that, but I think a lot of the championship rings are doing it. They got the removable part,
the
part that
and
slides
actually,
out.
It's a 3-bedroom apartment inside them.
Yeah.
So
ring technology is incredible. Championship ring technology.
You can put a Toyota RAV4 in these rings. That's how they're going to get from school to school to play next year. I don't know. All I know is they need like 150 rings. Ain't that many motherfuckers on the team, all right? Coaches don't need rings.
I'm not trying to shit on Star Wars, so I already regret doing this. How did did they have rings in Star Wars that like summon the holographs or how did they get the the fucking fake people, the AI people up on
Obi-Wan and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he came out of R2D2
Was that
with the others.
That was R2D2. That was
R2D2 was where the Princess Leia recording came out and everything.
Because now I'm thinking about ring technology. I'm thinking about like.
Oh, if we could.
Like where could we go next with the rings? The Captain Planet. We could summon Captain Planet.
Didn't in Star Wars they would like put the rings on and then they say beam me up.
Beam me
and
up.
They would go wherever. So I think we could do some sort of teleportation device on the rings. Oh, what was that noise? You all right?
No.
What you made a noise?
No, I'm fine.
Did you watch Captain Planet?
No.
Did
I
anybody
was
in
too
the room
busy
watch Captain
getting
Planet?
pussy.
Mm-mm.
You'd always say that.
I know you say that for everything.
Right.
No, I was too busy getting pussy, says the man with the He-Man lunchbox over his right shoulder.
Also, when Captain Planet came out, I was 11.
Yeah, wouldn't watch that nerd shit.
No, I was too busy getting fucking pussy.
So I love that show. Nobody in here watched Captain Planet, huh?
No.
Is that the Beam Me Up, Scott?
No, that's Star Trek.
Okay.
That's
Well, I don't watch Star
If
Trek.
I'm going to insult Star Wars, you have to know where the insult is coming from.
I knew it was another. It's also a Nicki Minaj album, I think. But
What
Captain
is
Planet is this?
Isn't
Nicki
Beam Me
Minaj?
Up, Scotty, a Nicki Minaj album? Something like that.
Oh,
You're asking the wrong room.
your Super Bowl was this. You had Olivia Rodrigo and
Oh, dude,
Right, watching LeBron.
I missed it. I missed it when it was Friday night and I was not on Twitter, and then I wake up the next morning and I realize, holy shit, my favorite athlete of all time, my favorite musician of all time.
Wait, LeBron's your favorite athlete of all time?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did we know that? Okay, continue.
Yeah, and they're both. I mean, that shot is golden. It's two of my top fives, and then my favorite athlete of all time.
Run that back. Walk us through the shot, Connor.
All right. Personally, I think Olivia Rodrigo and Tate are devising a way to maybe take a picture with LeBron after the game. But LeBron, being the family man that he is, isn't paying them any attention because he doesn't want to make sure that he wants to make sure that there are no rumors or gossips or anything starting about him potentially flirting with women on the sideline.
He's also standing on a basketball court playing a fucking basketball game.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Also,
just,
he's literally old enough to be their father.
Yeah.
that's also true. Yeah.
So
when
I said this to you when you
Yeah, Mark responded.
I'm clicking through Instagram stories, and Connor reposts the NBA's picture of those two ladies with no commentary. It was just like a
just one. It was a great picture. I wanted to throw it up.
passing it along.
repost. Just like these two women exist. And then I said to you, the girl on the right, who's Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
She's from the iPhone commercial. That's how I know her.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's 15.
Not really. No.
I'm not. I'm not.
She does. She looks young.
Right, Connor, I'm not calling you a sicko. I know she's of age. I was just saying, for me, at this juncture of my life,
I mean, you're giving money to sick kids. You can like 15-year-olds.
No.
You're taking care of them on the back end.
that's a Penn State tradition.
I think she's very. Whatever. We're done with this conversation.
No, dude. This isn't about you, Connor. It's not always about you. I was saying, I'm speaking as a man who's about LeBron James's age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That Olivia Rodrigo does not do it for me. Nor should she in a sexual manner. To me, that looks like a child.
I never said anything about
his expiration date has come.
Yeah, so you're saying like LeBron is cleverly not looking. LeBron's not looking over there because he's like.
I was joking. I was.
He's also playing basketball.
I was trying to think of something to do there. I didn't know what to say, but that was a joke.
I blame you for.
Also, I never said anything.
I blame you for bringing this up, Brandon. Why did you?
I don't think I did. Did I?
You did.
What about?
I never said anything sexual about Olivia Rodrigo or Tate McRae.
You said they're in your top 5.
Is your love for them nothing sexual at all?
I cannot confirm or deny.
I feel like you could do either of those things.
They're very good at their job.
Being professionally good looking?
Some would say. But also they do make great music. And I do listen to their music occasionally.
Okay. I listen.
We're going to have to freeze him like Ted Williams and study him one day.
That was I loved every single part of LeBron and Olivia and Tate. They were having a great time.
All right.
When did we find out LeBron was your all-time favorite athlete? I feel like that's
just
news.
now. Yeah, you slipped up.
No, I'm a Bron sexual. That's
But he's never played in Philly.
The LeBron you get sexual with.
No, that's a
Like
term.
LeBron.
That's a term, Bron.
I know,
sexual.
but LeBron. Oh yeah. That's. I get sexual feelings watching him. But
I know you see Tate McRae's one of the captains for the NHL All-Star game.
Oh, for real?
Her, Will Arnett, and Bieber, I think.
I'll be watching.
3 of the 4. They have 4 teams in the NHL All-Star game.
What words are you saying right now?
NHL All-Star game captains got announced. There's 4 teams.
Well, that's All-Star games, isn't it? There can't be 4 teams on the ice.
I don't know how they do it, but there's 4 teams.
Weren't there 6 All-Star teams at one point?
I don't know. The NHL All-Star
right
game
now.
is
They played
all
like
over the place.
They played like a round-robin tournament
Yeah.
of 3-on-3.
I don't know.
Also, people are hating on the jerseys. I don't mind them. Like they said they like looked like ketchup bottles or something.
The chat seemed receptive to us doing the Royal Rumble, because if so, let's just go ahead and lock it in. Let's just go ahead and announce it.
doing
Yeah.
what, a Royal Rumble stream?
That's Power Rangers.
Yeah, but people were like, oh, these are terrible. Well, I thought these were fine. Like I think these play, especially as All-Star jerseys.
Doritos. They do look like Doritos.
What is the white bag Dorito?
That's the
Can you buy the yellow
Jumpin'
bag
Jack
Doritos
cheese.
anymore?
What is fromage nacho cheese?
Yeah, I've never seen anything but the blue and the red.
You can obviously buy like the purple ones, which is
Oh,
like,
that's
the
a
purple.
spicy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From time to time.
it's meant to be like a blend of.
Those are the
Spicy.
best. Sweet spicy chili. Those are the best ones.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with those.
What's your
jerseys,
favorite
I don't
chips
think.
ever?
Quest Nutrition.
Nice.
No, back in your old days.
The Guinness beef chili chips.
That was his favorite.
I brought them in. Brandon had them. He said they were good.
His favorite food was the Guinness beef chili chips.
They
Didn't
taste
know
like
were-
chili,
Um,
which is good.
I'm with you, Ebo. I don't think those jerseys are that bad.
Yeah, there seemed to be some discourse online that they were like lazy and not good jerseys.
Who's got the best All-Star jerseys? The
NBA used to.
Was it the All-Star game in San Antonio that had like the
The
teal?
Western theme. Yeah.
Those were awesome.
That might come around on Jersey Day soon.
Oh.
That might-
Baseball had a really bad stretch where they tried to do the names vertically down the jersey.
Yeah.
Like the futuristic ones. Those were terrible.
Baseball should be the one sport. They should just wear their uniforms. The All-Star games back in the 80s and early 90s, before they had All-Star uniforms and they just wore what their own team.
Yep.
That was better.
The home team wears your white pinstripes.
Yes.
And the road team wears the grays.
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
baseball was always great. But NBA used to have great All-Star jerseys, and I think you're right. That one, the chili peppers, right? Didn't they have like chili peppers on it too? It was like cacti.
Cacti and
Yeah,
various other
things
and
and stuff.
things of that nature.
Things and stuff.
There we go.
that-
Yeah, the chili peppers.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
incredible.
were there not cacti?
Maybe there weren't cacti.
Can I get a cacti count on these jerseys?
I don't see one cacti, or one cactus.
They're so sick.
Cactus.
Huh. I misremembered. I
That's
thought
one
they
of the
were-
best jerseys ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great jersey.
Great jersey. Great jersey.
There's your captains.
All right, so we have Justin Bieber and Austin Matthews for Team Matthews. We have Team McDavid, Connor McDavid, and Will Arnett. Jack and Quinn Hughes and Michael Bubel. And then Nathan McKinnon and Tate McRae.
Yep.
Bad picture of Tate McRae, if I'm being honest.
Not a great picture.
That looks awful. That looks like
What are you, Stephen Che?
the dude from Bad News Bears. That's a bad picture.
No, it's just bad lighting. It's bad lighting. It's bad lighting. Very shadowy.
I'll still throw it a double tap.
Did
Was that sexual or was that?
No, it wasn't sexual at all. That's what you do when you like something. You throw it a double
did
tap.
Well-
the guy?
You can double tap other things.
Double tap. That's crazy.
Did the guy?
One tap's enough.
Yeah.
Did the guy who may or may not have tried to have sex with Connor's mom? Is he once again trying to have sex with Connor's mom? What's this hockey development?
I believe he signed with the other Connors team.
The other Connor's team.
Yeah.
He's just got a Connor's mom fetish, I think. Right?
Chasing
The
Connor's-
guy, you remember this?
Yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy,
There was a guy. So Connor is this guy.
good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's young. There's promise. Sometimes he tries to do too much, and
Yeah.
he's got to get put back in his place. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of promise to Connor. Has a smoking hot mom.
Hot mom.
Very hot mom.
Woo! Hot mom. Yes.
One of his teammates.
Yeah.
Well, an older
coworkers.
Yeah,
really.
coworker.
Yeah.
Who's a little older and is thought to be mentoring him through his career.
Yeah.
Was in fact actually had eyes for his mom.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So anyway, that guy apparently is on a new team who has a Connor.
Well, the new Connor.
There's a new Connor.
I assume that Connor probably has a mom.
Probably his mom. Right? Am I getting this right, Ebo?
And he's an athlete, so
DJ?
probably hot, Mom.
Anybody?
It sounds like it's all that all tracks.
That the guy on the Blackhawks is now on the Oilers.
So that guy chases Connor's moms around. We
He's
need
got
to
a
get him
Connor's
in for an
mom.
interview
Yeah,
and talk to him about this.
He's got a Connor's mom
couch guy?
fetish.
Yeah, we need to get him on the couch and talk to him about his fetish for
Fetish
Connor's mom.
Connor's mom. What a development.
What do you think, Connor?
Kind of
I don't know what to say. I can't say anything in this.
kind of a sicko move, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
To like to be that into Connor's mom.
Well, I mean,
I can imagine.
have you seen Connor's mom?
What else? I saw there's a
Those jerseys.
Oh, there's
the
the cacti. Okay.
That's the one I was thinking
yeah.
of, probably.
That's a good one too.
Was that the same year? No.
No, that was the year before. That.
95.
I think that was in Phoenix,
Had to have been.
So sick.
and then the other one was in San Antone.
Why did they not just do this every year forever?
For every city that they go to?
Yes.
I don't know. Then they just
They got lazy. And also, isn't that a thing with like
Those are
design now is it just takes more
minimalist.
chances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minimalist design is in.
Yeah.
This is like maximalist design.
Yeah.
Well, so didn't the NBA switching to the non-East-West format when they started turning it into like captains and everything?
That's
Did
stupid.
that
Yeah,
mix
yeah,
up
yeah.
things too with the jerseys?
I don't understand why they overthought that. It's been if you have an Eastern Conference and Western Conference, do your best out of both, and there you go. You got an all-star.
Oh no, those ones are good. The Jordan one down.
And we got
at
the basketball jersey.
the bottom middle, right there,
This.
right there. Yeah,
Yeah, those are good.
Those were awesome.
That's in the 80s, I believe.
Yeah, those were great all-star.
And the white ones are
What
good
is
too.
this?
I don't think that's a real one.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if you could have a jersey with a picture of you wearing that jersey on your jersey.
Okay.
That would be cool.
Bottom
It turns out the
line, Caitlin Clark should be in jail.
Yeah,
Continue.
but she should be in jail for this. I agree, but I think that the most important point is that it could have been bad. It could have been.
It really could have.
I think what actually happened isn't nearly as important as what theoretically, hypothetically, in my brain, where I'm scared to leave my house because bad things happen. The fantasy that I've painted in my brain is that she actually got trampled and will never play basketball again. And if
That
you
could
think
be
about
bad.
it, that would be bad.
That'd be really
So,
bad.
I think we should ban fans from going to games at all.
Quick idea. We have Caitlin Clark Day, where one of the couch boys for the rest of the day walks around the office and bumps into people and flops.
Yeah.
Ebo, do it.
Ebo,
Okay.
we need you to be Caitlin Clark for a day.
All right. When are we doing it?
Thursday.
Jersey.
Wait. Okay. Yeah. Let me order a.
We got to get
jersey.
you a Caitlin Clark jersey.
Let me get a
That
full
would be
fit.
so hard. That'd be good.
The shorts, too. Mark, have you ever been part of a court storming?
Yeah. Yeah. My senior night, we beat Illinois. There's probably pictures of it. What?
You playing on the team, but the idea of you storming the court.
I stormed the court. Yeah. I actually This is no. You kid. My senior year. So we beat Illinois on senior night. It was awesome, and everyone stormed the court. I'm not fully sure why, because I think we were ranked higher in Illinois. But that's how court storming goes. I hate the people that
Every
are
now and then you just want to do
You
it.
just want to fucking do it, dude.
Yeah.
It just looks like a fun time. So everybody storms the court. And we cut down nets and won the Big Ten and all that. I got shoulder surgery the next day because I had I'm not a hero, but I did I tore up my shoulder earlier in the season. Could have gotten surgery, put it off because I didn't want to I didn't want to let my team down. So I played through the pain. But at the end of the regular season, the pain was just too much. I went in my senior night. I got a trillion. And with tears in my eyes, I said to the team in the locker room, boys, I think that's it. I think I got to go under the knife tomorrow. So, yeah, there we go. There we go.
This your highlight?
This was the night. Yeah, there we go. Look at that guy. Look at that beefy boy.
So Dan Peters and Mark Titus, 2 4-year former team.
All right, well, we don't need the emotional piano music to it. Yeah, so we store. Anyway, I'm getting to the point of the story.
Where's Dan Peters at these days?
Dan Peters. He's assistant coach at Georgia State.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, all the inflatable sharks. Look at that. Look at that.
Wait, you got a bad shoulder at this point?
Yeah, dude, look how bad that shoulder is. It's brutal. So I get shoulder surgery, and then the Big Ten tournament comes around, and we beat Michigan on a last-second shot. Evan Turner hits the half quarter.
Yeah,
you might actually
I remember.
You might remember that clip.
Yeah.
We beat Michigan. We're down 2. Evan Turner hits a half-court shot. The bench explodes, runs onto the bit. Everybody's going out to dog pile 11.
Yeah.
I'm running out with my sling on, and security comes running out and thinks that I'm a fan.
That could be bad.
Yeah, and they actually stop me, and they're like, get off the fucking floor. And I was like, I'm a player, and they're like, no, yeah. So I had that moment. I was on the team, and I was still part of a court storm where security tried to stop me, even though that's how far down the bench I was.
So you've seen it all.
I've seen every angle. Yeah. All right, TJ, what are we doing? What the fuck, TJ? We get it.
There's nothing wrong with that picture.
I mean, but what are we doing, TJ?
That's a great picture.
Yeah, sure. I mean, but TJ's looking hot in his pictures.
Is that frame jersey in your parents' place?
No, I have it in my place actually. Yeah.
Also, we got to the bottom of the emergency Kitna.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We
what a development.
It was always a mystery. We thought we just stole it from the Chicago office free and clear, but that's Dana Beers' jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So next time Dana Beers is in Chicago in our office, he's got to come on the show. We got to smash the glass, right?
Yep.
That's got to be the first.
He's got to be the glass smasher.
He's got to be the first one. But then what happens? He just takes it and then we replace it with the different.
No, I think he puts it back in, or we just reframe it.
Yeah, I mean if he's.
He texted me a couple hours before he tweeted about it, but he was like, "That Kitna, where'd y'all get it?" I was like, "I don't know. It was in Chicago." He said, "I'm pretty sure I got drunk and left it there." Okay, you can have it back if you want it. He said, "No, it's gone to a better place."
It was in the old office for like a
Yeah.
month before we ever acknowledged it. It is in a better place. Yeah, that's very very funny. That's very funny. What else is going on?
Look at Fasoli right there. What's he doing there?
Just doing his job.
Just doing my job.
That's my favorite impression. All right, silly stuff.
Yeah. What else? Was there anything silly in the sports world? I like.
Okay, yeah.
I like to transition. I like to do the hard hitting shit, which is like Caitlin Clark, obviously, very important story. Then I like to find the silly sports stories, and then I like to find
silly.
The horse did what?
An amateur won on the PGA Tour.
Yeah,
and you think you know what that means? I don't know. I guess he can't be an amateur if he can't get the money.
Remind me, what does the P stand for in PGA?
Professional.
Okay.
Golf Association Tour.
An amateur won on the PGA Tour. That
Professional golfers and amateurs tour.
Professional golfers and amateurs.
Yes.
That's what PGA. PGAA.
So he won the PGAA event. First amateur to win on tour since Phil Mickelson. He gets to be in the Masters from now on. He gets it's exemption. He gets to play in a lot of tournaments. He just doesn't get the fucking money. To which I say, why the fuck did you play in the tournament?
Also, why are you not a professional?
I think
if you're that good to win, don't you?
Okay.
Wouldn't you right before you tap in your putt on 18 to win it? Wouldn't you just like change my mind? I'm a professional.
Okay, that does bring. I don't know how the rules of golf work. Like if you start the tournament as an amateur, but if in that moment he had a choice, okay, you can go back to being an amateur and compete on the amateur level and win all the amateur championships, or you can have this check for $1.2 million. I feel like he might take the check.
Yeah.
Right? Yes? No?
Well, if you take the check for $1.2 million, you can't go back to Tuscaloosa and try to clinch the Alabama,
the SEC mid invitation,
SEC West.
I think, and this is just me, if you're an amateur and you get to play in a PGA event and you win the event, you're now a pro. That's new rule.
That's what I think would happen.
New rule. Who says no?
Yeah, imagine bad example because Zach Edey's not an NBA prospect but Let's just roll with it. The Zach Edey is playing for the Pacers in the in-season tournament. Wins in-season tournament.
Just
MVP,
dominates, yeah.
Just dominates.
He's not going back to Purdue.
He's just got to go back to Purdue. What wild.
Let's see. Ohio State's just collecting all the good players.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't. Hey, it's all good.
Off-season champs.
It's all good.
Hang the banner.
It is the perfect pendulum. Like it's been swinging one way. Michigan wins, and Ohio State just goes buck wild crazy in Columbus. We're getting every player.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is I did write down the quarterback that Ohio State was going to get.
Did you?
Will Howard committed, and we still have the paper right here. And as everybody remembers, I just wrote penis, and I guessed on the Will Howard thing. But here's the magic trick. You ready for this?
Yes.
What was written? Julian saying just committed, transferred from Alabama. What was written on the other side was that picture of Alf.
That really, really poorly, crudely drawn Alf.
I don't know why I keep doing this. I'm really good at the setup.
Why do we keep the paper?
I don't know. It was just saying there, aren't I? I'm really good at the setup, Brandon. It's the reveal.
Somebody's going to come in 2 years, and I'm going to be like, so this one time Mark predicted something,
and
he wrote penis. And we still have the sheet. It's just right here.
I hope there's this penis on one side and a very shitty drawing of Alf on the other side. Does that tie into the murder? Is that
they put out a police sketch of the suspect, and it's just that. Alf was hunting penises.
I think this is a good thing for Ohio State.
I would think so. Getting all the good players seems like.
What's the expectation for Ryan Day be?
I
you
do
have to
think
beat
it
Michigan,
sucks.
obviously. What is it? National title or bust?
Yeah, I think
is he fired if they don't win the national title next year?
Probably not fired because he'll just do this again. But I think there's 3 teams that are national title or bust next year: Georgia, Texas, Ohio State. Those are your 3.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be fired if they don't win the national title. He has to beat Michigan though. He'll get fired.
He has to, and
he won't make it back to locker.
And I think. I think Michigan just accomplished what Michigan set out to accomplish. I think they're about to really come back to the pack, and normalcy will probably return.
Yeah, they won their national championship in early mid-January, and we just won our off-season national championship in late January.
And which one's better? Who's to say?
Yeah, we have the more recent championship.
Let's
there you
go. Madonna sued over late concert start by fans who had to get up early the next morning. Does this just mean that people that go to Madonna are very, 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 very old?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's like the Cracker Barrel of concerts.
Now, hang on a second.
Have y'all seen the footage of Madonna's concerts? Because they're troubling.
I've seen footage of Madonna.
Back in the day.
No, the back in the day footage?
No,
I'm talking about right now.
You've seen a recent Madonna concert video footage.
No.
It's something. She's very plastic and very.
I was gonna say I've seen
there's no
pictures and footage of just Madonna.
Not a lot of emotion there.
Yeah. The show is advertised to start at 8:30, but the 65-year-old musician did not take the stage until after 10:30 p.m. So that's a headline that I roll my eyes at, and then I read that part, and I'm like, if I'm being completely honest, I would be mad too. I don't know if I would sue, but I would definitely complain.
Are there not openers for her? It's 8:30 and there's nothing for 2 hours.
Oh, did the opener start at 8:30?
Yeah, I don't know.
I do hate that about concerts though. I hate that. By the time the guy comes,
it's just 10 o'clock and you're
just
tired.
Yawning and you're like, how many songs we got left? And yeah, I hate.
And then they leave the first time in the encore. You're like, he's only gonna play 3 more songs. So just go ahead and go now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You want to tell people how they can get to concerts?
I would love to actually.
Do we have?
I didn't. This is stunning. We have a second ad.
Oh, a second ad has hit the studio?
Yeah, if you would like to go to a Madonna concert and then litigate your way to millions of dollars, the easiest way to do so is to go to Game Time. Use the Game Time app.
We're not guaranteeing the $1 million.
We are not. No, certainly. But we are guaranteeing that if you would like to go to a concert, that Game Time is the best way to do it. You shouldn't have to worry when you're buying tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. Everybody is enamored with this NFL football. Everywhere you go, it's NFL football. It's playoffs. It's hey, Mark, do you see the NFL football? There's other stuff going on, Brandon. It's not just NFL football. There's concerts. There's hockey. You go to a lot of Blackhawks game. You love the Blackhawks.
Love them.
There's comedy shows.
Mm-hmm. I bet baseball's going to have a season this year.
Baseball's having a season coming up. There's, dare I say it, basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And
you could go see a play, perhaps.
You could go see a play. You want to go see a play?
No.
Okay. If you are cultured and unlike Brandon would like to go see a play, you can use Game Time to do that. Last minute tickets, flash deals, zone deals, easy to find and buy tickets for every kind of event in your area. They are obsessed with finding ways to help you save money on tickets. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the start of an event, even an hour after it starts. So if you're one of those people that's like, let's just see what happens. Let's see if the price drops a little bit. I don't need to see the whole game.
Last minute Lucy.
Yeah, last minute Lucy. You're like, listen, Niners-Lions, going to be a good game. I know it's going to be close in the end.
As long as I get there by the second quarter, I'm good.
Yeah, Game Time will hook you up. With Zone Deals, you pick the section, and Game Time picks the seats for an average of 18% savings. And the Game Time guarantee means you'll always get the best price. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code MOSTLY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code MOSTLY for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
All right.
We should do that.
What?
Use code MOSTLY and go to Monday Night Raw in March.
Yes, we should.
Yes, that's
March 25th.
Day after opening weekend.
What?
Yeah, that'd be fine then.
Yeah.
No, it's anything in March. I pause and have to
Because
think about.
there's so much madness.
Yeah, I think about the madness,
Mhm.
how it fits into the schedule. That should be fine. Yeah, the day there's nothing on that Monday after opening weekend of college basketball.
No, don't
But
give them any
are we-
ideas. I feel like the TVs will eventually put like games on Mondays.
Yeah,
They'll like put the Duke game Monday night or something.
the NFL's kind of getting that way.
Oh yeah,
Well,
the
like
NFL
regular
just
season.
does every day.
We're like 10 years away from there being an NFL game every day, which is cool.
kind of be awesome.
Yeah, but I need the reset. I do need like the
Yesterday, I was noticing that like the line started at 2, and then the Bills ended at like what 8:30. It's like all of us. The NFL has just got us wrapped around their finger. All of us were watching the same thing all day, and the NFL is just so goddamn good. None of us would ever all watch the NBA at the same time.
no.
We'd never watch all of Major League Baseball at the same
It's
time.
the last is it monoculture? Is that the word? The last monoculture thing we have is
Monopoly, perhaps.
monogamy. Mononucleosis.
Menage.
Mono.
Galaga.
Galaga.
You're thinking of Connor's gala.
Oh,
Gala.
you're going to a gala or a gala?
Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Gala.
Gala.
Gala?
Gala, or gala?
Gala.
Oh, I like galah.
Well, no, you don't.
What are galoshes?
Those are boots.
Yeah.
Right?
What's the difference
Are
between
they furry boots or are they
rain,
rubbery
Are they
boots?
rain
Do
boots?
they go over your boots?
No, they're rain boots, right?
Well, no. Answer me this, Brandon. What is goulash?
Goulash is macaroni and beef,
I
right?
was right.
And the gulag.
It's where you eat goulash.
This is just the rest of the show. Say a word that's similar to the last word we said.
If we're Brad Paisley, we'd write a song about them.
The Lions just signed Zach Ertz.
Did they?
I used to think there were rules about signing people in the playoffs. You can just
Wait,
sign whoever
you
you
can
want.
do that? Ertz kind of stinks though, right? But like this is the classic signing where he's gonna have a big catch.
Yeah, this is a touchdown prop.
Yeah,
Oh, everybody's going to be on that. Everybody hurts.
he's gonna have 2 catches.
Hurts.
He's gonna have 2 catches for 19 yards,
Yeah.
but one of them will be a touchdown,
Right.
and then that'll be why we.
Put him in on a
That's why,
fake
that's
punt.
why we picked him up.
Days
I will say we didn't talk about this with the Lions. I do love I love that Dan Campbell's having success. I love Dan Campbell, and I love that when Hard Knocks came out,
yeah.
not everybody, but it did feel like Dan Campbell was clowned a little bit for his motivational tactics and his
Cornball,
persona,
goofy. You know.
yeah, all that sort of shit. And I love that he's finding success.
Yeah, a likable approach has worked.
Yeah,
And that's awesome.
yeah. He's been vindicated because he is a big dumb meathead on the surface.
Mhm.
And does he actually know how to coach a football team, or does he just know how to give pep talks and drink coffee?
Maybe that's all you need.
But if that's
Pep talks and coffee.
yeah,
That probably could have been a better name for this show. No, I actually like Dan Campbell. There was a alternate footage of him. Somebody followed him with a camera to the coach, the other coach, and then throughout just shaking everybody's hand after the
Yeah.
game yesterday. just fascinating because I don't know. Dan Campbell's a guy who can have a camera on him at all times. I think I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Very
likable guy.
Very likable guy. Yeah.
The rest of that staff that Detroit had, their whole team is likable.
Their whole
franchise.
They are very likable.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about the Niners. I guess they're the villain because they're not the Lions, but they're likable too.
Yeah.
Like when they come out with the boombox and everything, like they're a likable team, I think.
Yeah, I was watching I watched a package put together about the Niners on a local morning program. I don't know how we got it in Chicago, but I was flipping through the channels. I found like a bizarre channel, and this morning as I was getting ready, I was watching this package on the Niners. The show I think was called Wake Up San Francisco, and they were saying Brock Purdy was the last pick in the NFL draft. Did you know that? That Brock Purdy was the starting quarterback of the Niners was picked last.
Now, who said the co-host said that?
Yeah, the co-host, the co-host.
I think the Beach Boys were on that show this morning, right? The Beach Boys were on Full House like 3 times a season.
Yeah, Stamos is in the Kokomo music video playing the steel drums. That's a fact. You can look that up.
Get there fast, but we'll take it slow.
John Stamos was in the Kokomo music video, just playing steel drums.
And his big song on the show was the Beach Boys song, correct? Forever? The song that made him huge in Japan?
What show? What show are we talking about?
You're right. Sorry.
Sorry, were we talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about. Shut her down. I got to go play the dozen.
Any comments on the free throw contest from either of you on Friday?
Well, I just can't shoot free throws. I can't shoot basketball anymore. I'm just terrible at it. So I did once beat Dwayne Jefferson in a dunk contest in 1997. He played in Greece. But you should have stayed.
I didn't do it.
You should have participated.
Why?
You were our only chance to stop Big T.
Well, I wanted Big T to win.
You could have thrown it.
Big T and I are teammates, and I didn't like that we were being pitted against each other. So Big T and I have big dreams of making 100 free throws in a row as a team, and
100 free throws.
I feel like that whole free throw thing was designed to pit Big T and I against each other and drive a wedge between us. And
well, he's talking shit behind.
He's not. He's not. I've talked to him. We're good. Our locker room is good.
Copious amounts of shit.
Nope, not true. False reports. Or we have a tight situation.
I can't do a southern voice, but I'd do an impression. He's just been talking a lot of shit about you. That's
all. Also, when it was pitched to me, the free throw contest, I thought there were going to be like 8 people, and the line was extremely.
There were people I didn't even know worked here.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like, I don't. It was really a game time decision of like, I don't want to do this.
There was a Subway sandwich artist in the line with us.
All right, that's the show. Please subscribe. Please like the stream. Comment for the algorithm. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
That's how ball is done.